Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Live Life with Jaya। कैसे हैं आप सब लोग? उम्मीद करती हूँ अच्छे होंगे, मजे में होंगे। मैं यहाँ एकदम fit and fine हूँ। And thanks for joining me today. And also I'm very thankful to my new subscribers who have recently joined our family Live Life with Jaya. And to all those people who are silently watching, please subscribe the channel. And today I'm here. I'm going to share with you a recipe of mango cupcakes. So these are my mangoes. Ta-da! So it's mango cupcake recipe. So आप लोग सोच रहे होंगे कि मैंगो का तो सीजन ही नहीं है, जया कहाँ से मैंगो ले आई? So मैं बता रही हूँ कि in today's world everything canned. You can get all these things canned. So I'm using canned mangoes today, and I was craving for mangoes, so I thought that why not to make the mango cupcakes and share the recipe with you. What I'm going to show you. So all those my friends who live in United States, you must be knowing this. This is the signature mango dice with real mango juice. And all of my friends who live in India, everywhere you get canned mangoes. So ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि अगर आपको इसको मैंगो से ही बनाना है, आप चाहे तो इसमें you can even make it through blueberries, raspberries, or you can even use some chopped apples also. So if you are using chopped apples, I would suggest कि the place where I'm using mango juice, substitute it with milk. So here I have taken 1 cup of diced mangoes. 1 cup, or you can take more also if you want. I took 1 cup of diced mangoes. It was diced only, so I didn't have to do any work. I just separated the juice from this mango, so I kept it aside. Plus we will need some mango juice. So this is the mango juice. So initially I would say I will need 1/3 cup, but when I will start adding, I'll let you know how much I personally required in making this. And here are my dry ingredients. In my dry ingredients, I have 1 cup plus 1/4 cup all-purpose flour. Into it, I added 1 teaspoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt. And no worries of the ingredients. I'll give the quantity of ingredients in the description box below. Plus, we will need butter. So I'm using unsalted butter. You can use salted. If you use salted butter, then please skip the salt portion जो कि हमने dry ingredients में add किया था. So I'll need 113 grams of butter, and we will need 2 large eggs. So, and the baking rule before starting baking, I always say that you have to preheat your oven early. So my oven is preheated at 350 Fahrenheit, and all my ingredients should be at room temperature. I'm talking about the eggs, the butter, mangoes, mango juice, everything, because if they are not in room temperature, then they will not give you the exact results. Then you will say ki acha nahi bana. So everything has to be at room temperature. Apart from it, here I have used, so for 1 cup plus 1/4 cup all-purpose flour, I am using 1 cup of granulated sugar. So this is my powdered sugar. So if you have icing sugar, it's perfectly fine. Icing sugar जो हम frosting के लिए यूज करते हैं, अगर आपके पास वो नहीं है तो आप, जैसे मैंने इसको, I have just grinded in my blender, because if the sugar is in powdered form, it's very easy to mix it up with your butter, eggs. So it will give a good results. So this is powdered. So I have used 1 cup of powdered sugar, but if your mangoes are very sweet, तो अगर आप चाहें तो 3/4 cup भी यूज कर सकते हैं. मेरे लिए, for me, I think 1 cup sugar is absolutely fine. So this was, and plus, yeah, I have also prepared my tin. So these are my cupcake tins, and I have placed my cupcake molds into it like this. So this was the introduction of all the ingredients. Now let's start baking. So now I'm going to start the baking. So into my mixing jar, I'm going to use my butter. So here I have 113 grams of butter. This one is at room temperature, and into it I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar. This is powdered sugar. I'm adding everything together. And now I'm going to whisk it up. Generally I add vanilla essence this time, but today I'm not adding because I just want the whole mango flavor. So I'm going to mix it up. So I'm going to as you can see, I have already mixed my butter and sugar. Now I'm going to scrape everything from the sides and bring them into center. So I'm going to whisk it for the last time. So I need to whisk it until it's light and fluffy, as you can see the color. Now once it achieved this stage, now I'm going to add eggs one at a time. So I'll add one egg. So we'll add eggs one at a time. So once I'm going to add one egg, then I will incorporate it nicely with the other, and then only I'm going to add my second egg. So I won't add all the eggs together, because sometimes when you add all the eggs together, your mixture might be curdled. So I'm going to whisk it up. So once my first egg is nicely incorporated, now I'm going to add my second one. So total I have added 2 eggs, and I have used 2 large eggs into it. So I'll again mix it up. That's it. So as you can see, my batter is completely mixed up, and you can see how light and fluffy it is. So till that time my beater work is done. Now I'm not going to add beater. Now I'll mix my dry ingredients into wet ingredients, and instead of beater I'm going to use spatula. So I'm scraping everything from the sides. So as you can see how nice fluffy it is. Now into this I'm going to add my dry ingredients, and I'll add in small batches. I won't add everything together. So half of this, and right now I'm going to show you. So I'm just using 1/3 cup of my mango juice. So I'll use little by little. So maybe I have kept 1/3 cup. Maybe I can need more also. So I'm using half right now, and with the cut and fold method I'm going to mix this. So I think I will only need 1/3 cup only, because so with the cut and fold method, so this method is known as cut and fold in the world of baking. So now बाकी का भी हम ऑल पर्पस फ्लावर इसमें डाल देंगे, और इसको कट एंड फोल्ड मेथड से कीजिएगा. यहाँ पे प्लीज बीटर यूज मत कीजिएगा, बिकॉज अगर आप बीटर यहाँ पे इस स्टेज में अगर आप बीटर यूज करते हैं, सो ओवर मिक्सिंग विल डन. उससे क्या होगा, ग्लूटेन फॉर्म हो जाएगा. हमें वो नहीं करना है. आई एम गोइंग टू ऐड माई लास्ट. सो टोटल आई हैव यूज्ड 1/3 cup. सो आई एम गोइंग टू मिक्स एवरीथिंग नाइसली. तो बहुत ही जेंटल हैंड से मैं सबको अच्छे से, ये देखिए. सो सारे साइड से भी, फ्रॉम साइड्स ऑल्सो वी आर टेकिंग द बैटर एंड वी आर मिक्सिंग इट नाइसली. सो इट्स डन as you can see. So I would say if you don't have real mangoes or canned mangoes भी नहीं मिल रहे, in that case आप dried mango, जो सूखे आम होते हैं, dried mango होता है, वो भी आप यूज कर सकते हैं. in that case mango juice की जगह आप 1/3 cup milk यूज कर सकते हैं. और यहाँ पे देखिए मैंने जो कुछ मैंगोस चॉप करके रखे थे उसके ऊपर ना आई हैव जस्ट एडेड 1 टेबलस्पून ऑफ ऑल पर्पस फ्लावर. सो बिकॉज जनरली क्या होता है कि अगर आप इसको फ्लावर से ऐड ना करें तो हो सकता है मैंगोस विल सेटल डाउन, नीचे बैठ जाए, तो इस मेथड से नहीं बैठेगा. सो आई एम गोइंग टू ऐड ऑल माई दिस गुडनेस इनसाइड इट. सारे मैंगोज में डाल दूंगी. इट्स लुकिंग सो टेम्पटिंग. ये अभी से इतना अच्छा लग रहा है गाइस. सो जस्ट इसको मिक्स कीजिए. एंड आई वुड रिकमेंड इंस्टेड ऑफ एडिंग 1/3 कप ऑफ मिल्क, प्लीज आप मैंगो जूस ही ऐड कीजिएगा क्योंकि फिर ना पूरा मैंगो का फ्लेवर आएगा. सो सी माई मिक्सिंग इज कम्प्लीटली डन. एट दिस स्टेज डोंट ओवर मिक्स इट. देखिए कितने अच्छे से, ये देखिए. So now I'm going to transfer my batter into my prepared cupcake molds. So मैं इसको साइड में कर देती हूँ. Put it in the side. और मेरे I've already prepared. Okay. So now I'm going to fill my cupcake molds with it. So nothing fancy. See, nothing fancy. I'm just using a normal spoon. और मैं इसको fill कर दूंगी पूरा. और पूरा ऊपर तक मत लीजिएगा because don't fill it till the top because you will need some space also. These cupcakes will need some space, so because they will when they will bake, so you are not supposed to completely fill it up. Guys, please do try this recipe. This is looking, the batter is itself looking so tempting, and this is so refreshing. My daughter and I both loves mangoes and pineapple, so whenever on her birthday also I bake this. So So as you can see, I have transferred my batter into my cupcake molds. So now I'm going to put them in the oven. I'm going to bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for say 20 to 25 minutes, and I will check after 20 minutes to see whether it's done or not, and I'm going to show you how it looks like. So guys, as you can see, my cupcake is out of the oven, or it took me 25 minutes to bake it, and I'm going to show you. See, a toothpick inserted in the center. And if it comes out clean, okay, if it comes out clean, a toothpick inserted in the center, and if it comes out clean, that means my cupcakes are perfectly baked. So guys, as I show you that my cupcakes are out of oven, and ta-da! You know, it's so happiness when you see that the cupcakes are nicely baked, at least for me. And as I showed you, that a toothpick inserted in the center if it comes out clean. So it took me exact 25 minutes to bake them. So as you can see, so I'm going to show you. These are so moist. See how perfectly they are baked. Show you how moist they are. So let me just. So guys, as you can see how perfectly they are baked, and few are like, you can see mangoes everywhere. I'm going to just break them from center. Show you. Just let me give a taste test. They are perfectly baked. They're perfectly sweet. See, so soft like cotton. My daughter is going to love these. So she went to her friend's house. Once when she will come, she's going to love these cupcakes. See, can you see how perfectly it is baked? See the color, the texture, everything, how moist they are. They are just moist like cotton, and if you break them from between, oh my god, how fluffy these are. Do I need to say anything, guys? So please, I would request you that please do try this recipe, and I'm sure you and your family friends are going to love it. I have used, as I earlier mentioned, I used 1 cup of sugar. If you want, you can decrease and increase also, depends upon the sweetness of your mangoes, how sweet they are. But according to my sweetness of mangoes, 1 cup of sugar was perfectly fine for me and my family, for my family's sweetness. Sometimes some people like more sweet also. But again, I'm saying, aisa kuch nahi hai that if you have to add mangoes only. I have added mangoes, mango juice, so it gives all that freshness. But again, I'm saying you can use raspberries, blueberries. In that case, you can use 1/3 cup of milk. I total required 1/3 cup of milk into this recipe. So please, guys, do try this recipe, and if you try it, please just give me a feedback on the comment section below. I would love to hear from you how you and your family liked my family's favorite recipes. Until that time, bye bye, tata. Love you all, spread lots and lots of love, and please, guys, do subscribe the channel. Bye.